Hello friends, at this moment I am sitting at Jawaharlal Nehru University, which is in Delhi, and you have come to know that after the gap of 4 years, JNUSU elections took place, and the mandate students have given against the AVVP. The students have voted out AVVP, and all 4 seats were won by left unity candidates, and one seat, the seat of the general secretary, was won by BAPSA, which is an Ambedkarite organization. So in JNU, Jai Bhim, Lal Salam is everywhere, and BJP is defeated. So how is this elections result going to affect, how significant it is, what are the challenges ahead? I am going to discuss these issues with the Vice President of JNU Students Union, Avijit Ghosh, who comes from Siliguri in West Bengal, and his student organization is SFI, Students Federation of India. So first of all, Avijit, I thank you for giving me this space and this time to discuss with us this JNUSU elections, and congratulations for winning this post, and the victory achieved by left unity candidates is very significant. So how do you look at this victory, and whom do you want to thank for achieving this success?
So this election is very much important, as it happened after 4 years, and we know this election has happened because of constant struggle by the JNU students with left organization and progressive organization, and there are multiple attempts to curtail this election and to destroy the democratic space of this campus, but through continuous struggle of these organizations and larger student support, this election has happened, and it is very much important because throughout these 4 years, because of not having elections, there were constant attempts to depoliticize the campus, and this election has regenerated that politics of student issues in the campus again, and it is this way, this is more important.
So do you think that this mandate is against these right-wing forces?
So it is surely the mandate is against the right-wing forces, and in the favor of left and progressive. Student has always supported the left and progressive politics in the campus, and this time also there is a clear sweep of AVP, and the left or unity has won with a big margin. So it is a clear message to the right-wing forces that JNU is always with the left politics.
So Avijit, in one way, I think your organization, left organization, BAPSA, should be congratulated for achieving this victory. But if you see the result, that this is also the reality that AVVP, which is the student organizations of BJP and RSS, is not far away from you. So you think that now even the JNU will be snatched by the student organizations belonging to RSS or BJP in coming future? Do you fear this possibility?
No, absolutely not. JNU has largely defeated that forces, and we know that since this campus is having election for after 4 years, so there is a large gap in the students regarding the issues, and we know how propagation has happened through the state machinery in the campus through AVP. They unleashed the violence to create a atmosphere of fear among the students. So I believe that student has rejected this time, and in the upcoming years also student will be supportive the left and larger the and make this campus inclusive and democratic and progressive throughout the years.
So Avijit, what are the main issues, main concerns that you are going to take up as far as welfare of students are concerned or saving JNU is concerned?
So first of all, the campus democracy and the issues of the campus to defeat the communal forces inside the campus, to ensure social justice, gender justice. Then we know there are multiple issues of infrastructure and basic needs of the students must be fulfilled, like water. There is water crisis in the JNU, in the hostels. There is lesser and lesser access to journals in the library. We know because of large fund cuts, like 80% fund cut in the central library in JNU. There is a constant decline in the seminar and workshops in the centers. There is a fund diversion because of the fund diversion. Then we know there is the MCM, which is now 2000 for the hostel resident and 800 for the non-resident. That needs to be increased by at least 5,000, because we know the price and the cost of living in campus is increased, has increased. The mess bill is constantly increasing, so students has to be compensated for that to engage in study in a good manner. And we know there is issue of non-net which is not increasing from decade. Then there are other issues which needs to be discussed and raised voice against. So we know there is constant increase in the sexual harassment in the campus. So the union will raise voice against that, and we ensure that a safe campus is made. Then we know there is a larger attack from the BJP RSS government. We know how in the policy level they are impacting, constantly trying to privatize, impose privatization in campuses. Then we know there is larger cut in the scholarships, especially for expenditure of scholarship in the SC, ST, OBC. Then there is they cut out the Manav scholarship, which is very much important for the minorities to come and get the higher education. Then we see the research fund is constantly declined by this government, and push for the private institution to indulge in research through the loan, which is in the budget they has implemented. So we know there is a diversion for the funds from the public institution, destroying the public institution, and privatization of the campuses, universities, so that the marginalized section, students coming from marginalized section, are pushed out of the higher education. So we need to constantly fight and struggle for that also.
Friends, as I have told you, Avijit is from Siliguri, and he belongs to marginalized community, and it is not a very easy journey from Siliguri to JNU. Some organizations related to Dalit and Bahujan, they make a claim that they are the true representative of marginalized community, Dalits, OBCs, Adivasi, and left parties have not taken up their questions very seriously. The leadership is primarily upper caste, but you belong to OBC community. So how do you respond to that kind of criticism, that left has not addressed the questions of caste or maybe the questions of representation of the marginalized community?
So I will say that it is misinformation to the students, because left has always taken up the issues so that the marginalized community has larger participation in the higher education. We know in JNU, from the inception of the JNUSU, there is a legacy of the left in the student union, and there are multiple progressive policies has been implemented with the struggle of the left in the campus. We know deprivation points, the students coming from the quartile districts, the least developed districts in Indian state has got quartile points, so that they have level playing field to participate, to come into the higher education. Then we know there is a deprivation point which is given to the women students, female students, so that they like study as with ease. They can come and participate in the higher education in the university like JNU, so that they also can easy access of higher education. Then we know the fees, which is 268 rupees in JNU, that is constantly fought by the left union and with the student support, and that is and multiple times there is attack to curtail that fee structure and implement high fees in the campus. Then again left with largest student support has fought back that and rolled back the fee hike. In 2019 we know there is large protest against that. The left union has won that, and we know there are multiple like progressive policies like bodies like GS Cash, which is implemented in campus with the left struggle, which was a body which was gender sensitization committee against sexual harassment, which works for the welfare of the female students and ensure that in campuses there is address of sexual harassment cases, and there were constant workshops to gender sensitize the students. But we know so this struggle has always been led by the students, left organizations, so that this campus become inclusive. There is democracy in the campus. The legacy of debate and dissent constantly goes in the campus because of the left, and I believe that left has always succeeded, championed that struggle, and will always be championed the struggle.
Friends, generally the right-wing propaganda is that the students in JNU, they don't study, they do only politics. But if you look at Avijit, he has got such a brilliant career. He has studied BSc Economics in Calcutta. From Ramakrishna College, from Kolkata, he came to JNU, he did his MA in Economics, and now he is doing his PhD at Center for Regional Development, and his subject is economics, and his main area of interest is, his research interest is agriculture. So the last questions I would be taking and I would be asking him, given the crisis in agriculture, okay, so how do you explain it, and what is the way out? The farmer distress is there, farmer suicide is there, even the farmers are protesting for the MSP price. Why agriculture is not on the priority list of this neoliberal, this Modi government?
So we need to see throughout the time period how the economic framework has changed, how the state behavior towards agriculture has changed. We know in the planning period, planning commission period, first and second 5-year plan, there was constant push towards agriculture, development of agriculture. Then after that we know how the agriculture was lacked by the infrastructure investment from the government. Then throughout the years, the neoliberal policies changed the priority sector lending. So the approach of the banks for giving loans has changed. So then we see that the constant decline in infrastructure investment in agriculture. We see how the farmers are getting debt trapped. Then there is no policy level through a reach towards the agriculture small farmers. Then we see the subsidies given to the small farmers, like fertilizer subsidy, the food subsidy has declined. So the behavior towards agriculture of the state has was constantly throughout the years are increasing the corporatization of the agriculture and giving bad times to the small and marginal farmers. So this then again implementing the last they tried to implement the 3 new farm bills, which was fought by the larger agricultural community and farmers, and they won. So we know how this mass movements can push back the government and their draconian policies. So I believe that this mass struggle can champion all the anti-people policies and the farmer sector also.
Friends, the life and the struggle of Avijit Ghosh, coming from Siliguri to JNU, becoming the vice president of JNUSU, is a clear example, is an evidence, a strong evidence that JNU and JNU students community, JNU students stand for a struggle and a study. Avijit, you have talked to us. Thank you very much.